Hello beautiful people, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is Jennifer Diamond and I live a whole food, plant exclusive, SOFAs free, gluten-free lifestyle for health and well-being. And today I thought I would bring you in and finish up with the garden. So last time we were all together, Todd and I had just finished planting the garden and putting beautiful soil in, and we had hoped that a week later we would be able to unveil the sheets that I had put out and also put in a new kind of water setup. But life happened and it's been lots of weeks. So today I am so excited. We're going to take off the sheets that I have been watering on top of and see if the plants survived, if I waited too long, if they surprised me and they're just laying but they're growing, and see what kind of fruits and vegetables we have growing. Actually, I don't think we grew any fruits in there, so just the vegetables. And then we're also going to be looking at this box behind me. So here we go. This is a bed sheet that we had gotten, and so I have these rocks here that I had in place to kind of hold it. I'm just going to remove the rocks. And the rocks actually kept this in place pretty well. So that takes care of all of the rocks. And here we go. Now I can see poking out that we have a goodie right here growing, and I'll bring in a close-up and let you see, but for now I expect, hold on there partner, I expect that when we do lift it up, that if there is stuff that survived and is growing, that it might be laying down and it will need some time to stand up. But if there isn't much under there, I'm not going to be discouraged, and I'm just going to keep watering it and letting it get more sunshine. So I'm just going to gently, you going to help me there? Mm-hmm. Kind of roll it back. It looks beautiful. Oh my God. And I would say this is not weeds. Wow. We have a lot of goodies growing. Am I handing this to you? Oh my goodness. This is amazing. Yeah. Remy, are you excited? I think you might be able to see Remy. So I am going to bring the camera closer and give you guys a close shot on this. This is beautiful. I am thrilled. Want to say hi, Todd?
Hi, Todd. A lot of growth.
Okay, look at that. Wow. My goodness. And I hope you can see everything in frame. I'm just kind of going over it. And this is bed one. Now I'm noticing all the way at the edge there really isn't anything, but I guess I didn't plant anything at the edge. So
Well, you did. You came out to about here, so you got something growing here.
this is amazing and beautiful. I am so excited. And they are kind of laying down, some of them, and that's okay. But they're big enough now where they can be managed by themselves more. The roots are a little more established, and hopefully birds won't come in and swoop, you know, when the seeds are still kind of new, the birds can disrupt it. But I'd say this is a win-win. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and set you up, and we're gonna do the other garden and see if we have as much success. The other garden is the one where we have the serrano pepper plant, which by the way is giving off so many peppers. Look at that. Whoa, hold on, I'm not in. Let me just do this better. There we go. You can see And they are like all over the place. Tons of peppers once again. And I am not complaining. This plant is just doing wonderfully. It looks like it's a little bit underwatered, but we're gonna fix that right now. So let me set this up. Oh my gosh, I am thrilled with that other garden. Here we go. I'm gonna see if I can set you up. And I'm gonna go ahead and take the rocks off again. So, all right, are you ready? I wonder, oh my gosh, so same thing, right? If it turned out, I'm gonna be thrilled, and if not, I'm not gonna give up on it. I'm just gonna continue to love on it. So here we go. You know, can you check and make sure that that's the best view for everybody?
Yeah, I think it probably is.
And you wanna help me with that side? Sure. Okay, slow. So this one does not have as much greenery, but it still looks successful. Hold on, we're gonna show you. Wow. Okay. Oops, there's a rock. I must not have seen in the corner. Now, one thing about this garden bed, when I originally established the two beds, this bed had a different mixture of soil and than the other bed, because I had heard about two different ways to do the soil, and I'm very indecisive and I never know which way to pick. So at the time I said, let's do this one with this certain mixture, and it was some different kinds of soil mix that I had gotten at our local hardware store. And the other bed, I got a different type of mixture for the soil that was from our local family-owned garden guy, I'll just call him. And I have bought some stuff from them. Anyways, what we've learned over that experience was that this bed took a lot longer to bring up the food, the garden. It just didn't come up quickly. But when it did come up, it was really hardy and it lasted so long. And the other bed was just the opposite. Things came up quickly and they were still hardy. What do you think? But you know, it was just a little bit different, but they were both successful in different ways. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the camera and I'm gonna show you this one close up. And this one also does look great, and I am just as excited because they both worked. But the other one has more action. And you know, we don't remove the old soil, we add to it. So there's new nutrients and things that you guys went along and you know, saw us add, but the base is still the original base. So I'm kind of not surprised that we have the same sort of results as when we first put the beds together. And I'm so happy that the Serrano pepper plant is doing so well. All right, let me grab you. So you see some greenery. There are some little guys. There's some bigger ones, but it just isn't as full as the other one. But they are popping up, and I am thrilled. So I know both beds are going to produce, and I bet this one is just going to take longer, but I'm still so happy. So with that said, and I hope you got a chance to see that really well, because it's hard for me to tell where the camera is showing, but I'm going to go on this side of the bed and try to show you some more. Let's see. Wow. Yay! And like, also don't forget that we had, let me see if I can put this down here, that we had put these little green things in. This is not a plant. This is a marker, and we have 3 of them. And we had originally put those down. No, we have 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and 1 over there. And we put those in for help when it came time to water and, like, you know, be able to figure out where the lines go and how they may or may not disrupt the seeds where we put them. So we will be removing those today. That's not supposed to stay in here. At any rate, let me set this down and we're going to just talk a little bit about what is growing where, because I don't remember and I didn't mark, but Todd brought over a map that he made. Oh my goodness. So why don't you just read off, and we'll go back to the other bed where there's more action, and maybe you can kind of point and share just a little bit about what's here, and then we can go back to the other bed.
Okay, so we've got these strips, these white nylon strips. Right now, kind of on the that irrigation tubing.
I'll point them out.
Which is
this is a temporary strip right here.
Yeah, which is delineating, you know, the different rows. So we've got marigolds on the periphery, on
in the
edges,
corners,
which is what that little tall thing there is, and a tall one over there. So that's exciting. And then we've got spinach in this front section, chard, arugula, carrots, and whatever D is.
it could have been dill.
Oh yeah, dill.
We put in dill.
And dill.
Okay.
Should be in this one. And then
So
the other
this
one.
looks like dill.
Yeah.
This is dill. Ah, baby dill is born. Oh my gosh, I love it. And what was next to the dill?
Chard.
Chard. Okay, I could see how this could be
It's
chard.
either chard or carrot.
Oh.
I think it's carrot. Chard's over here.
You know, another thing that's really exciting about not marking them, because I always used to mark them with the little, you know, the little whatever. I've used all different kinds. When you write what it is, they've either broken or they've stayed and they've worn off, and I can't see it anyways. So I kind of think it's fun. I mean, yes, we have this little map here, but it's also fun to kind of figure out, oh, what is this? And when it comes, you know, to smell it, or if it's a carrot, to pull it, and, you know, it's fun for me to do it that way. I already knew what I was planting when I planted it, and so that's fun. Now I see those, that's probably the chard, because some of the roots are red, and I'm gonna say that that's probably the red chard, like this.
So this, yeah. So
hold on.
this should be spinach. This should be chard. Then arugula.
Okay, but hold on. I just wanted to point out. I don't know if you can see this, but this is a perfect example. If you want to bring the camera closer. This guy is kind of entangled here. You see this red root? That's the giveaway for me that is Swiss chard. Now, I didn't only put Swiss red in, but, you know, so there are other ones in here that might have a different color, but it just kind of gives me an idea of, oh, okay, yeah, I see what that is. Now, this white, I hope that's not a mold, or I'm not sure what that is, but I'll keep an eye on it, and worst case scenario, I'll scoop that out. I'm not really sure. So let's take a look at the other bed. And, oh, you know what? Is that spinach?
Yes.
Do you want to show it? That big, hefty one? Looks like that might be the spinach. But we'll have to see. Time will certainly tell. So this is basically the same, but we don't have as much producing, but we do have some stuff. Do you want to share that?
Yep. So this front section again, I think, is broccoli. Then we have lettuce here in the second quadrant. Then kale in the third, and then onions on the end, and then we've got a mixture of flowers on both of the edges.
So, you know what, then I'm mistaken, because the first time we did a garden, we did both the beds the same, but no, these aren't the same. That's
These
right.
are different. Yep.
Gosh, okay, so it doesn't look like anything is really happening over by the broccoli. Little tiny bit.
So you've got some here, get some over there.
They can't really see that. Broccoli might be over here if you can find little bits. I don't think that's lettuce, but something is doing pretty well in the center here. And
so you should have kale here, lettuce, and then onions.
And then onions.
And
All
then
right.
this should be flour mixture.
Okay, so I'm going to say win, win, win. Now we're going to go ahead and open up the water. I actually ordered something that looks like a grid. And it's a different watering system than what we were going to do and what we have done in the past. I just decided that it was something that I came across, and I thought, you know, this is kind of what I kind of have been envisioning. And so we, you know, Todd cut the tape, but I haven't opened the box yet. So let's go ahead and open it up, assemble it, and get these plants watered. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's been cracked open, but not cracked open. So let's just carefully open the box. Remy, are you helping us? Yes, you're such a good boy. And what got me really excited about this set is that, oh, it came pretty much pre-assembled. So you can see here, I'm gonna hold up a piece. It looks like each one is together. And I ordered this through a company called The Garden Grid, and I found it on another YouTube for a different lady that does a lot of gardening, and her station is all about it for Arizona. So I will see if I can post a link to her channel, and you can look her up too if you're interested in gardening in Zone 9. We're Zone 9, so there's an A and a B. Anyway, what was so great, I thought, was that the plants will be in here, in these little pockets. And the holes for this are inside here, inside. So the water can be more evenly distributed, and it can go in towards each section. So one of the reasons why Todd made the chart, and we kind of want to know where things are, is so that when we lay the water down, you know, everything will get watered. Although we didn't plan it to do with a grid.
Right, we didn't plan it for the grid.
So, all right, we're gonna just...
We made our own grid.
Yeah, we're gonna just start assembling this. Let me take out the little directions.
You know, another nice thing that I saw as we were doing this is that they were held together not with zip ties or plastic tape or anything, but with these Velcro straps, which we will reuse over and over and over for wire management or for holding anything else together. So, you know, I really do appreciate that as they were packing this, they were thinking about sustainability and, you know, not continuing to fill our landfills with plastic and garbage and crap.
We also use those kinds of things that you're holding
Mm-hmm.
When we are hiking
Mm-hmm.
to wrap things.
Yep.
And since you brought it up, I'll go show it closer to the camera, and you continue to
I'll
move
read
that
the
together.
instructions.
Here we go. I already read A. So this is what he's talking about.
A,
It's
B,
got
and a C.
it's got a little tiny. There we go. It's got a little tiny hole,
Okay.
and it's basically just a Velcro strap. And so that's a cool little thing. It's like a bonus gift. Whoops, I guess I gotta go this way. Yep, there we go. All right, back to the grid.
So it's pretty simple. There's just a few parts here. A goes into B, B goes into C, C goes into D, and it all just fits together the way it was put in the box, you know, essentially.
So we could do a time lapse if you just
Yep.
put together.
So you've got these male ends here, and those just go into the female part of the tube, like so.
You need some help?
Yeah, you want to grab that end?
I do. Wait for me.
I'm waiting, not doing anything. Haven't moved. Yeah. And then you just press them on.
Wow. I mean, that's pretty.
That was
seems
easy.
pretty simple. Can I hand you these?
Yeah, that goes over there. For us, our water connection is over here on this side, which you can't see. It's a little bit out of frame.
Okay, so.
But then you've got this tube right here that has to connect to it.
Let's just lay it in.
Okay.
It doesn't have to go. It won't go all the way.
I know. There we go. Okay.
So we just attached the hose, the extra spare hose, to this piece here that attaches to the grid. And this green runs along the edge and is, you're out of camera still. No. There we go. Is attached to the main line. And that main line, that black part, is where we used to feed the water in, but we're gonna try it this way. Now I'm a little nervous because if I was gonna do this over, I would plant inside these grids, like, you know, depending on the seed size, either 4 or 6 instead of rows like we did. But I'm just gonna try to be careful and try my best not to damage anything. And if you wanna go ahead and put the water on, we can give it a try and see what happens here and make any adjustments. Oh my gosh, okay, so our watering system for the garden is on our house sprinkler system, and Todd just went to go turn it on, and it is so adorable. This is working beautifully. I will bring you over and show you. I love it. I don't know if you can see the water. Can you see the water coming through? Ah, I love this grid system. And next time, I'll plant it differently if we're still using this grid system. I also recommend for future that your water is maybe in place. Now, the only thing that's not so great is this guy over here, this corner. So I might just come out and hand water a little bit here and there to make sure that the corners where we planted get the right amount of water. We're gonna go ahead and put the other one together and let things grow. Let's see, so which side? Perfect fit. Any more and we would have not been successful. Although, we'll have to see how this goes if stuff actually grows here.
Okay, let me go turn the water back on.
There we go. Nice. I wonder if you can see it. Let me see if I can put the camera. Beautiful. Yay! I'm so excited. This looks great. This is perfect. All right. Thank you all for tuning in to my channel, and I hope that if you like this, you'll give it a thumbs up. Please leave a comment. I'd love advice or tips or just hearing anything that you may have learned from watching me. And subscribe, hit the notification bell if you can, and if you're interested, so we could spread the word about eating plants. Take care, everyone. Don't forget, eat your greens.